We're now joined by UCLA head coach Steve Alford, Bryce Alford, and Isaac Hamilton. And just like before, we'll go ahead and open up with an opening statement from Coach. Then we'll take questions for our student athletes. We'll dismiss them, and then we'll continue on with Coach. Coach Alford, if you would, please.
Well, we knew it was a tough draw. Somebody that was really good wasn't going to win this game in advance. I'm just really proud of our basketball team. I've been in the locker room telling them that been doing this 26 years, and to have a group of young men, and it starts obviously with my two seniors that have just had brilliant careers, not just on the court, but how they've grown as young men, which is what college experience is supposed to be all about. What they've done for us in the community, what they've done in the classroom, how they've represented UCLA in every way, shape, or form has been magnificent. And I really think these two seniors, and then the team as a whole, have taken us coaches. Sometimes it's, there's coaches that maybe can take a group of young men on a journey that's fun. This year was definitely a group of young men that took coaches for a great journey. We started blending this thing back in June, coming off a tough year last year after 2 Sweet 16s, and to get back to a Sweet 16 and win 31 games. I told the guys that was one thing, and obviously winning's fun, but how we went about it was remarkable. The character in this team, how they were as teammates, the unselfishness, were so fun to watch. They were so fun to coach. As fans, there's 36 times fans got to watch this group. I got to watch it every day for about 100 practices. I'm very, very blessed that I had that opportunity because it was a blast watching these young men compete and improve and get better. And we just got beat by a very good team that played very, very well tonight.
Questions for our student athletes? Right-hand side in the back row. Then we'll come up front here.
This is for Bryce and Isaac. Obviously, it's really emotional, but has it sunk in yet that your careers at UCLA is now over?
I don't know. I mean, it kind of sinks in pretty quick, I think, knowing that you just lost a game in an NCAA tournament. And, yeah, I mean, it's very emotional. I've been with him for 4 years, played for my dad for 4 years. So it's been a great 4 years. Can't really complain about anything, being a senior in 4 years, having 3 Sweet 16s. I mean, it's just been a blast to play at UCLA. So I don't know if it's sunk in yet, but it's definitely emotional.
Yeah, same thing. Piggyback on what Bryce said. Real emotional. I'm just blessed to play under Coach Alford, and the whole ordeal of me, coming in, and my 3 years playing. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but couldn't ask for a better coach and a coaching staff.
Front row on the left here.
Zach Brazil, your post. What was it about Fox tonight that was so hard for you guys to stop? And if you could do it again, how do you think you would try to play him differently?
Well, yeah, all credit to him. He's really, really good. There's a reason he is who he is, and he has the hype around him. He's very, very talented, and Isaac and I were just talking about it. It's tough to stop a guy who has as good of a mid-range game as he does. That's a lost art in college basketball, and it's very hard to stop. And the way he used pick and rolls, and he could get to the spot that he wanted to just about every time, and he didn't miss a whole lot of shots tonight. So, you got to give credit to him. If we had to do it all over again, I don't know if we'd change our game plan. He was just phenomenal tonight.
Anything else for our student athletes? Back row on the left, Phil.
Bryce, I was going to ask you one thing about 8 minutes into the second half, you guys were trailing by 6, yet you were shooting 80%. How deflating was that to be playing that well and still be behind?
Yeah, we couldn't get any stops to start the second half. Felt like they were making everything. Felt like we were shooting, like you said, 80%. I mean, you can't really do much better on the offensive end. So, credit to them. They made shots tonight. They made a lot of shots, some that they normally don't make. So, they're a team that's playing really well right now, and they just got the better of us tonight.
We'll go ahead and dismiss our student athletes. Thank you, guys.
Great job, guys.
And we'll continue on with questions for Coach, please. Right-hand side on the aisle.
Terry Davis, Tri-State defender. Coach, in the first half, it was going back and forth, one point here, 1 point there, swing. What was the turning point in the game where you weren't able to match them?
I think most of the turning point was in the second half. The first half I thought was pretty even, and neither team really got in a rhythm offensively and got out and did things in transition, which I think they're very good at and what we're very good at. The second half got more up and down. I really thought the difference in the game, we had 13 turnovers, they had 6. So you get 7 more possessions. They got 8 more shots. Board play was about even, I think, and to play them about even on the board, I'd take that before the game because, they're a very good rebounding team. But, 16 assists, 13 turnovers, that's not who we are. So we got a little stagnant in the first half. I thought the second half our offense opened up and we got to playing the way we normally play offensively. Scored a lot of points. We just didn't defend in the second half the way we were defending in the first half. And, for whatever reason. I mean, one, they're very, very good. They're very talented. And Fox had one of those special nights, and Monk got going in the second half as well. We had foul trouble with Tommy Welsh, which affects kind of the things we want to do, especially rim protect. But we got beat by a very, very good team that played very well today.
We have time for a couple more if there are any for Coach. Front row on the left here. And then we'll go back on the right.
Zach Brazil, New York Post. Coach, there have been a lot of rumors out there about Indiana and your name being in the mix. Have you talked to them, and do you expect?
And I talked about that last week, and our guys have been very focused. I've been very focused. I said it last week, and I'll reiterate it again even more so, I guess, that I love Los Angeles to begin with. It's a beautiful place, and our family's fallen in love with it. I got 2 sons now, Corey first, and now Bryce that have graduated. Bryce is done, so he's graduating from UCLA. So I got 2 sons of graduates from there, a daughter that loves the school she's going to in Thousand Oaks. I'm very happy. I'm at UCLA. I don't know of a lot of people that are out there wanting to leave UCLA. So this is a pretty special place. We've worked awfully hard. Our staff's worked hard. We got the number 2 recruiting class coming in next year. We're opening a brand new, state-of-the-art, $60+ million practice facility, Mo Austin Center, that is going to be spectacular, that we've worked awfully hard to be a part of that. And I want to see that through. And we've got some special kids that are coming to join us. So I'm very, very happy where I'm at, and hopefully that'll continue.
Here on the right on the aisle.
Terry Davis, Tri-State defender. A ball didn't have his normal game today. Was it something that they did, or he was not healthy, or something just wasn't flowing well?
No, he's always healthy. He's always healthy. I haven't talked to him, other than just to tell him thank you, because he's been a part of this very special ride. It's been a phenomenal year. Might not have been one of his best games, but it wasn't a bad game either. He's just a very special talent, and he's gonna go on and have a phenomenal career. I've said it from day one. In my mind, he's the number 1 draft pick. He's just been, the way he can orchestrate a team is phenomenal. And so one night where things didn't click, I don't think is going to change anything. We're 31-5, a very special team, and he was obviously a big, big part of that. And I appreciate how he wanted to be coached for somebody that, in my mind, is the number 1 pick. We'll have to wait and see how that works, but sometimes those guys aren't real coachable. And he was phenomenal to coach. I mean, phenomenal. I'm talking never had a bad practice, never showed up just to put in time. He worked on his game. He watched film with us. He took care of his body. He was just the absolute perfect individual to coach. And you don't see that a lot in the one-and-done era. And I give him a lot of credit. And I think because of those characteristics, I think he's going to have an incredible career. UCLA,